Oh, and there's Carnage once again. What a shunt at the chicane. That's... Hello everyone and welcome once again to the Toyota GR86 Cup. This week we are at Lime Rock Park. Hopefully we can stay out of trouble and get into the top 10 and gain some iRating. I'm starting in P12. I will do my best and let's see how it goes. As always, if you enjoy this kind of content, guys, consider subscribing and consider leaving a like. And if you've tried this combination this week, let me know in the comments how it went. I would love to hear from you. Alright. It's about to pop off. Pace car is about to leave.
Get ready, mate. Go, go, go. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
I'm going to grab the inside line here to try and avoid the punts, which here are kind of common at turn 1. Already 2 cars in front are swerving, 2 are off the track. We're navigating the Carnage, we're still okay. Whew. There was imminent danger, but fortunately we got out of that. But it's not over, the chicane is coming up. And someone's out. And more people are out. Oh man, it's crazy out here. He was going slow, he was probably involved in some kind of contact there. And this is exactly what I meant at the beginning. I mean, here things are just bound to happen. They're just bound to happen. Alright, we cannot let our guard down because the second lap could be just as hectic. Oh, and someone has been there right up ahead here as well. He's rejoining. Fortunately, he's done so safely. And alright everyone, let's check out the Carnage from the first lap of the race. This was the situation at turn 1, and as you can see, it was actually mostly going well. We almost got through unscathed until this moment. As you can see, the Marlboro livery car here, this is Quinton, and a tiny tap with the black car behind causes him to spin onto the grass and face the wrong way. But if you look at it from this perspective, it looks like it was a little bit of netcode, and netcode there again causes car number 20 here also to go out wide off the track. He rejoined safely, and this is the view from Michal's car at the back. As you can see, that's the Marlboro liveried car spinning right ahead, and Michal can't really do anything to dodge him. I mean, he can't go right because there's cars on his right, and he can't really go on the grass. Maybe the only thing he could have done was to come to a full stop, but obviously that's easier said than done. And surely there was also drama at the chicane. As you can see, the green car absolutely rams the white and red Milwaukee liveried car out of the track at the first part of the chicane. And finally, as you may have already seen during the live action, at the beginning of lap 2, shockingly the leader makes a mistake at the braking point of turn 1, therefore losing the lead and several positions. Now, let's rejoin the live action at the beginning of lap 4.
New fastest lap for Kaminsky, 59.7.
In the meantime, we've gained 5 positions and we're now in 7th, so that's really great. Battling up ahead.
Fastest lap for Smith, 59.7.
Hopefully they will slow each other down. This is a great time for me to try and get involved. It looks like I'm having slightly better exit speeds than Panato behind. So that's good. That means that if I stay consistent, he shouldn't be too much of a problem.
This lap for Smith, 59.6.
He keeps sticking the nose in there. He's compromising his line though that way. I'm always coming out faster here, but I'm gonna have to be careful each lap for him sticking his nose there. He's gotten close enough. This time he's actually come out faster than me out of the chicane. So the next two lines here are key in order to keep him behind.
You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
And I'm going to be wide again, so I need to ease off the gas and let him through.
Clear right. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track.
Unfortunately, it's the second time that I make that mistake. I need to try and stop doing that.
Get it together, man.
Let's try and keep in touch with those guys up ahead. I mean, this pack is bound to stay close. Oh, and there's a dive. He's eating the sausage curb. Damn, Panato really went for it there. It slowed Villar down a lot. I'm gonna be able to get side by side here, but oh!
You're right.
Oh wow!
Right side.
I mean,
Still you're right.
I was.
Come on, keep pushing.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to grab a defensive line here because Crane is catching up to me. We're gonna have to check that one out in the replays because I don't think I was at fault there. In the sense that... Oh, and the guy in front has gone wide. I mean, I couldn't really go anywhere else, so I feel like he turned into me. Don't think I could have literally gone anywhere else there. But we're gonna have to check it out. I feel bad for him though. His race is down like that. And alright everyone, it's judgment time. Let's go back to check out what happened between myself and Wheeler here. As you can see, I got a good run through the chicane. At the top of the chicane, my nose is side by side with the back of his car. And to be fair, it looks like I have the outside line and it looks like he turned into me. Maybe he wasn't aware of my position there. But let me know your thoughts. This is another view from the inside of my car. As you can see, it kind of looks like he was squishing me, so... Yeah, I mean, let me know your thoughts about this moment of the race. And in the meantime, we'll rejoin the live action at lap 8. The guys up behind are fighting very, very closely, and as such, I believe they're slowing each other down. So again, if I'm consistent, I should be able to keep the pressure from behind at bay. Now, let's fast forward 2 laps ahead, because I spent the next 2 laps pretty much running behind Latzinski and being unable to catch up with him, whilst Hasenbrook behind was slowly yet steadily closing the gap to me. So check out what happens next as I begin the 11th lap of the race.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 1.6.
Looks like the car behind is starting to catch, so I might have to switch to a slightly more defensive attitude if he gets closer. Oh, and he's binned it. He's binned it. Just as I said that, I saw him spin in the rear view mirror. Wolf is now behind the 4 seconds.
The gap ahead is now 2.1.
So it looks like we have reached a little bit of a stalemate in the sense that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch the man ahead, as he seems to be quicker than me. And behind, there's almost a 4-second difference. So if I'm consistent, I doubt much will change unless we see more carnage ahead. And it's now the final lap of the race.
1 more lap to go.
All we have to do
1:00.8 seconds.
is keep the car on track. That is all we have to do now. No need to take risks. Oh, and there's Carnage once again. What a shunt at the chicane. That's... And believe it or not... Oh, and the rejoin was also quite unsafe behind. Oh, we'll check all this out in the replays. That was crazy. That was crazy. Again, here at Lime Rock Park, you can just never let your guard down. Never let your guard down. Now, the question is, were those back markers? Or might we gain even more positions?
Yellow flag.
And we're about to find out.
7th position.
Okay.
That's the finish. Well done, mate.
That means that one of the guys who wrecked was a back marker and the other one... Well, let's check out the replay to see exactly what happened. Indeed, the red and white car was a back marker in P15 and he lets the green and black car through, which looks like a very fair thing to do. However, what we're about to see next is gonna be very interesting because, as you can see, the Milwaukee liveried car just absolutely bombs the black and green car, and then I thought to myself, hang on, those guys look familiar. Now, this was in the first lap. We saw this replay of the first chicane earlier on, remember? When the green car just rammed right through the red and white car? It looks like this was an act of retaliation from the Milwaukee liveried car. This is when sim racing gets personal, ugly, and nasty. Let's quickly go back again to the last lap incident. We're on board with the red and white car, and as you can see, there is absolutely no attempt to slow down, brake, or dodge the car ahead. We'll finish with a P7, which is a great result. This was not a clean race at all in general, but I'm very happy with my consistency and with the fact that I managed to gain 5 positions from where we started and gain 33 points of iRating. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in the next one.